I recently found a video I posted on YouTube 5 years ago. 5. But before I get to that, we're going to have to go back to the year 2015. It was summertime, I was out of school and spent a good chunk of my time browsing through YouTube, and I got recommended a video called Call Me Baby by the group EXO. From that moment, I was hooked. I had never heard anything like it in my life. Then I got recommended GOT7's Just Right, followed by BTS's song Dope. And a combination of all those 3 music videos led me down the K-pop rabbit hole, and I haven't left since. I kind of focused mainly on those 3 and didn't really branch out into any other groups until later that year. But one group that did catch my eye and debuted the same year was CLC with their song Pepe. 생각보다 훨씬 멍청해 평생 중2병 남자랑 똑같아 네가 원하는 걸 찾으려 헤맬 땐 조급해지고 무슨 환자야 의사와 상의해 아픈 척하지 말고 왜 건들고 흔들어 니만 혹시 어떤 날 You're so crazy amazing 해 너의 연기 또다시 날 찾지 마 이게 네 수준이야. To this day, Pepe is one of my favorite debut songs, and I was so excited for the direction the girls were going to take in the future. Then a year passed, and I wondered whatever happened to that group, and found out they had not just one comeback, but multiple, yet I never knew. One of them was only a few months after their debut, and now they have 7 members instead of 5? I watched the music videos, and they were more on the cutesy side, which I did enjoy. It was sort of the trend of girl groups in 2015 and early 2016. And this is when I truly can say I became a fan of CLC. My favorite song by them at the time was 18, which I still think is such a bop even today.
Hey, we are CLC. 머리에서도 향나요. 자꾸 하늘만 봐요. 대체 왜 이런지 이상해진 건지 죽을 병이 든 것 같아. 숨이 자꾸 빨라져요. 이제 눈도 못 마주쳐요. 언제 말이지만 난 아직 어리지만 더는 못 참을 것 같아. 가슴이 두근두근 뛰는 걸 어떡해. 얼굴이 벌써 빨개진 걸 어떡해. 오빠가 좋아 너무너무 좋아 확실해 내 맘이 사랑에 빠졌나봐. 어떡해 난 어떡해 Baby boy 시간을 빨리 돌릴 수 있다면 어른이 되는 주문이 내게 있다면 I'm going for you watch me I'm going for you watch me.
Hi, editing me here. I just wanted to come in and say, if you're reading the lyrics of 18 and you're like, that sounds really creepy, I think that's the point. I think it's supposed to be a dichotomy between the creepiness of the lyrics and the cute concept. If you ever seen Hyuna's song Bebe, it has a very much similar thought process where the underlying message is a lot deeper than the surface level of, oh, it's just a cute song that the song initially presents to you. At least that's how I personally interpreted the song. There's multiple ways to interpret it. Maybe they have like a celebrity crush, and it's kind of one of those things where you grow out of it, but at the time you're like, oh man, I'm so in love. And you're like, no, I really wasn't. But so yeah. Now back to the rest of the video. Then in January of 2017, CLC had their breakout hit Hobgoblin. which was a huge, not even just huge, but a drastic shift from their previous music. But overall, I think most people were happy for them. They were getting the recognition they deserved. It was good. Then came August, and CLC released their new song, Where Are You?, which performed significantly less than Hobgoblin. Where Are You is a beautiful song and has such an ethereal concept, which is amazing. But it confused new fans who came from Hobgoblin expecting a girl crush concept. On top of that, a lot of people didn't even know CLC had made a comeback. I got the sense of deja vu when CLC had just debuted. They had a couple comebacks, yet I knew none of them when they released. While I enjoyed the more cute concepts they were going for, it did differ a bit from my perception of what they were going directionally in music from their debut, based on their debut. After all that, it prompted me to make this video. Why I love CLC and believe they deserve more recognition. What you all came here for. This is the video I made 5 years ago on my channel, Paris K. Why did I name it Paris K? I have no idea. Maybe because I wanted to visit Paris, or just like the name. I'm not sure. The funny thing is the channel was supposed to be a travel vlog / drawing channel, but the only video I posted was an appreciation post for CLC. And then I feel bad for all my 115 subscribers because I posted that video and dipped never to be heard of again. I actually wanted to read my description for the video because I find it so amusing. Hello, I decided to make this video for not only CLC fans, but also so CLC could gain some new fans and recognition. Recognition. I feel like I'm not saying the word. Recognition. Nishon. Okay. Engine. Nishon. Yeah. I mean, they have the talent. They're so lovable. Everyone in the group is literally a visual. I know they can go far. So please go and support CLC. CLC fighting. Disclaimer, I lay no claim as an originator of any content included in this video. The images, pictures, music, videos, and any sort of medium used in this video are not my creative product, nor do I intend to sell or profit from the creative and intellectual profit of another. My sole goal is to appreciate, advance, and promote awareness of CLC and their content. All links to the clips used are listed below. Then I just link a bunch of clips with timestamps. And you can still go watch that video now if you want, but it's just a video where I use text and compile clips together, so you won't actually get to hear what my voice sounded like 5 years ago. Trust me, it's better that way. Actually, I found out about this video about a week ago or so when I was looking through old videos on my external hard drive, and you can imagine my surprise when I found this video was still up. But because of the fact that I don't speak in the video, you only have my word that I was actually the one who made it. So my next step was to try and log back into my account and prove that it was in fact me, which was a struggle within itself. One reason being I didn't remember the email or password associated with that channel, and because when I made it I was living in Japan at the time, the phone number I used was Japanese. So that, thankfully I sent an email to myself from the email I used for the Paris K channel to an email I was actually actively using. And that same email was the one I used as a backup email in case I couldn't log into my account. In this case, because I didn't have the same phone number, so I couldn't use the phone number activate, whatever. So yay, it all else, what? It all else. All else it in well. Dying over here. What was it saying? It all wells it in, I don't know, I'm just butchering it, okay. Originally, I was going to name this video Why I Still Love CLC, but I think the title I chose is more enticing and can hopefully open more people's eyes to CLC. That's hard to keep saying over and over. In case you don't know, CLC disbanded earlier this year, and it's just really sad that I'll never get to hear the girls produce music ever again. They never went on world tours or even got an official light stick. So before the year comes to a close, I wanted to share the direction I wish CLC had taken, so maybe they wouldn't have had to disband. I won't be really touching too much on their company Cube because there's already videos out about them, but I will be touching on a point I made in my previous video 5 years ago. That is CLC's ability to pull off multiple concepts, which was something I had praised in the past. And while I still believe CLC can pull off multiple concepts, just because a group can do multiple concepts doesn't mean they should, at least in the beginning of their career, in my opinion. As a musician, you want to build a core fan base, then start branching out into different genres. We've seen it happen with a lot of successful groups today. BTS is a prime example. They started off more hip-hop based, then gradually changed their style. But if BTS, for example, had put out Bulletproof Part 2, followed by a song like Boys With Love, it would confuse fans, even if the songs are good. Yet that's what happened with CLC, with No Oh to Hobgoblin, then again from Hobgoblin to Where Are You, and yet again from Where Are You to Black Dress. Although from Black Dress onward, their title tracks had a more distinct style that matched the previous title track, it also alienated those who did enjoy their more cutesy or ethereal music. And while you can't please everyone, I think the multiple switch-ups with each comeback made it harder for CLC to gain traction. This is a more minute point, but alongside their change in music, CLC had a change in lineup. They went from 5 members to 7. Although adding members in K-pop isn't the most unusual thing, it does take some time getting used to and can have varying levels of success for groups. 2 examples of groups that have fared well adding group members are Red Velvet with the addition of Yuri and NCT, which is kind of their entire concept. I personally love Elgi and Ubin's addition to CLC, but like I said before, it can take some time adjusting to. Now, what direction do I wish CLC would have taken with their music? I think CLC would have fared amazingly well with a more mature, slowed down, and almost timeless sort of music. Let me explain what I mean. I think a combination of Red Velvet's early songs like Be Natural and Automatic would be nice. Actually, it was only recently that I found out Be Natural was a remake of the song by CES, which honestly I shouldn't have been surprised since SM really likes doing remakes and renditions of songs. But moving on, I think CLC should have done more of their songs like Depression and Breakdown. And finally, I would include Twice's songs like Say Something and Handle It in this lineup. I'll play all the songs so you can get a feel for what I mean, but just imagine an album with all these songs. I'd be in heaven.
세상과 보여지는 풍경들과 느낄 수가 있는 모든 것 아이처럼 웃는 얼굴 가끔씩 내 작은 방에 옮겨놓고 싶은 거 웃어서서 매일 아침 꿈에서 매일 같은 곳에서 그댈 만날 수 있어 지금 양긴 머리가 난 지겨운 것 같아서 좀 잘라내고 분위기만 더 바꿔봤을 뿐인데 너 때문에 달라진 줄 안단 게 어이가 없어 할 말이 없어 Just me baby 의심은 많아 관심도 많아 자꾸 내게 묻지 마 Comes automatic 매일 기다리던 완성해 어느새 내 심장은 숨쉬고 있어 내게 잠시 흐트러진 소리가 너를 다 사랑이란 진실을 모두 말하게 돼서 따뜻한 이 velvet skin 빛을 살짝 앉은 lips 위에 젖은 듯한 ice 모두 아름다워 보이는 맘 Ain't got no better way, better way, better way Cause I can handle it 아무 말도 들리지 않아 여기 있을게 너 돌아오게 될 거야 Oh I can handle it 더 멀어지지만 내게서 Baby come here quick We shouldn't call it quits Cause I can handle it
I think that's really all the points I wanted to hit on. Let me know what your thoughts on CLC are. Are you a longtime fan like me or just discovering them for the first time? Part of me wonders, what if Hype had acquired Cube Entertainment like they did with Source Music before CLC disbanded? Would anything have changed? I mean, it's not a guarantee since Cube still manages them, but I don't know, just a thought I had. Don't mind me, it's just me being in my delusion. I really wish CLC was still together, so. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Thorn, and I'll catch you guys later.